So I think back when I started, you had no choice to come to the karate, and it was just karate.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many things to distract you. You know, this dojo, that dojo. Let's go do MMA. No, for example, like if you were warm up with my dad, Ricky, we're going to karate on Monday. It is karate. There's nothing to discuss about it. So you came prepared to train. Give me all you got. But I think right now is like, well, you know, maybe I want to go do MMA. Maybe I want to go do something else. There's too many stuff right now to compare, and too many things are.
Distractions?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of distractions?
A lot.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Creative Spin Podcast. And today, I brought to my dojo my master,
Boss.
Ricky. How are you, my friend?
I am doing fantastic.
Ricky, you've, we were just talking. We've known each other for quite a while now.
Yes.
And just in these few minutes that we were talking, I already found out things about you I didn't know.
Nope. A lot.
So we're definitely gonna go over all of this stuff because you have a very interesting life.
Very.
And I think a lot of people out there are gonna be they're gonna like your stories and all the stuff that you have to share with us.
Amazing, man.
And let's start with who Ricky Bonapart is. Where did your life start? Where did you grow up? And how did you end up in this beautiful city of Toronto?
You mean like in the cold?
Yes. How did you end up here in the cold? You came from the hot weather.
Hot weather, Grenada.
Yes.
I love spice. I came here in 1995.
How old were you?
Maybe 20, 21.
Nice.
Yeah, finished high school. Home, just enjoying life.
Yeah.
And then my uncle said to me, come, he was doing construction. So, come and work. And I'm like, whoa, I wouldn't say no. I get to come to Canada for the first time. I'm like, yes, let's do it. So I came here, and of course, I did all the stuff like, drywall, interlocking for a long time.
Yeah.
Very, very long time.
But we know that now your passion has shifted into something very different. And it's not recent. Your passion for martial arts.
Yes.
When did that start? Like, how old were you when you said, you know what, I think I want to do this. This is something I like to do.
Okay, so if you know people from the islands, we grew up in the Kung Fu era.
Yes.
Okay? Watching the movies and then on the beach doing the movements. So I was born to do karate, or Kung Fu, I should say. Mm-hmm. I've watched everything, Jackie Chan, but not the new guys. It's more about the old dub movies that people hate.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Because of the fighting sequences,
Shaolin.
the old Shaolin stuff.
Yes.
The way they train, the way they do that stuff, and I will emulate that kind of stuff on the beach. So I kind of taught myself how to do backflips, handsprings.
So that gymnastics side, was that something that you learned on your own, or
Yep.
did you go to a school to learn that? No?
There is no school back in Grenada for gymnastics.
You just did it on your own?
And then the way it works is once you could do something, then another guy said, hey, show me how to do this. And then you have a crew of 6, 7 guys now. On the weekends, we all come together and start doing flips.
That's the best school ever.
It's crazy.
Because you're doing it out of passion, right?
Yes.
You're not there with the teacher telling you, you
Nope.
need to do it this way, this way. You're doing it because you love it, right? And you're pushing each other.
Yes. I did a backflip in the water itself. From the water, I went to the sand. From the sand, I went to the park. And that's it. Yes. Because first it was safety. In case I hurt my head, I make sure I'm in the water. Yeah, it's okay. On the beach.
You got to build the confidence,
yes.
right?
And that's it.
So then, okay, you always had that passion growing up.
Yep.
When did you decide, okay, I want to do this seriously? How did you begin that lifestyle?
Karate or gymnastic?
Did you start gymnastics here afterwards?
No, back home.
Oh, but what about the karate stuff?
Back home.
It was back home that you started?
Back home.
Okay.
I was in high school, and there was a guy doing karate at a different high school, different location. But I know I had a passion already for Kung Fu, so Kung Fu karate has the same thing to me. So I was like, let me go check it out.
Yeah.
Jamison, that was like 1993, 1992. I was in high school. I went there, and I never looked back.
Really? So the passion came from back there. See, this is the thing. We
There
don't
you go.
know. I thought you started when you got
No.
here. So you started back home.
Back
Wow,
home.
that's interesting. Okay. And so how long were you doing karate back home then? A few years
Maybe
then?
maybe 12 to 13 years
Oh, wow.
before I came here.
Okay, this explains a lot. This
Yep.
is why this man is Master Ricky. Because, this explains a lot. So you've been doing, so how many years now have you been
Altogether, I got to be 30 plus.
That's amazing.
Yep.
And no looking back.
No looking back. The thing with Grenada is my teacher was a black belt. So there was no way I would be a black belt. So I got to white, yellow, I get to brown belt, and it's brown belt forever because it wasn't about the belt. It was free. It was just about having fun, and it's more about discipline. If the class is at 4 o'clock, you better be there for 4 o'clock. That real old school, traditional.
I think that has to do with the
Training.
generations.
Yes.
Yeah. We're seeing, and we were talking a little bit
Yes.
before we started recording, we were talking a little bit about the young generations today, and you're touching on something that I don't have a problem. I just have a little bit of
Concern, yeah.
Concerned that the younger generation nowadays, they don't believe so much in being in time.
No.
In respecting your elders in that sense, in the sense of, time is a sign of respect.
Yep.
You should, if you say 4 o'clock, it's not
gotta be-
4:05.
yeah.
It's 3:45.
Yes.
3:30 if
Yes.
you can. And then you wait, and then you're there, you're in time.
Yes.
Right? And it's interesting you're saying that because you had that discipline as a young child. And now that you're teaching younger generations, do you feel that big of a difference between the generations?
It's huge. It's a big difference. Because I think for them is like, I could call and say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm behind by 10 minutes. Instead of leaving home 10 minutes maybe earlier. I went to Okinawa with Hanchi, and he's the master of time. We were there in every event an hour early.
Yep.
He said, do not be late.
He does say something. If you are in time, you are late.
Do not be late.
He said that to me.
Do
The
not
first
be
time he
late.
said that to me, I'm like, I fully understand that because I was raised like that too. My dad's the same thing. If he had to be there at a certain time, he would be there an hour before. And that's how I was raised as well. And I feel like, if you're going to be spending your time to be somewhere,
Yeah.
then commit.
Yeah.
You got to commit.
But you know the islands already is like, we always behind time.
Yeah.
We never on time. We're like an hour on time. But the karate taught me how to be on time.
Yeah. Otherwise, you do some push-ups.
Not some push-ups, a lot of push-ups. But no joking though, you do push-ups with no complaints.
Yeah.
No complaints, no whining, no if, no
Because
buts.
you know why you're doing that.
Yes.
You have to understand the reason why.
I gotta respect this guy. He's training me for free.
Yeah.
He giving me his time, his passion. I gotta show respect.
Yeah.
And we did things really, really, again, really old school. Guy on our shoulders doing hot stances, doing front stances. We can do that now. Because if somebody get hurt right now,
There's
you're
a
liable.
problem. Yeah. Cafe Brasiliano, where the coffee is truly amazing, but that's not all they have to offer. Their sandwiches will make your taste buds dance. Every bite is packed with flavor and freshness. Trust me on this one. The vintage style of this place isn't just limited to the decor. They even have a marketplace of quality products that you can browse while you're enjoying your coffee. Perfect to meet your friends or make new ones. Cafe Brasiliano is the perfect place for coffee, sandwiches, and a unique shopping experience. If you're in Toronto, don't forget to swing by at 80 Miller Street. And so when you were training, when you were younger and training with your friends and doing all of these gymnastic moves and all of these things, how much do you think the gymnastics side, let's say goofing around on the beach and doing all of these gymnastics, how much did that influence and help you in martial arts?
Ooh, tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, going back to the movies, every Kung Fu movie had to have some skill.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is my favorite. Come on. the backflip, the back roll, the shoulder roll, off the table, off the bench, through something.
And that man did every single stunt,
Yep.
right? That was
Yep.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yep. So the flips really, really helped me with karate. But you sit now with kids. Kids now who has a background in gymnastics has a better with karate.
Mm-hmm.
More
Well,
coordination, choreography, a bit easier to understand choreography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw a difference with my daughter, with Sophia, when she started ballet. There was a huge difference then afterwards when I started watching her do her karate classes.
Yep.
She would flow a lot better. Yeah. She would flow a lot better, and it definitely helped her with karate, because I feel like she understood the way her body could move better, and
Yep.
she was able to do the movements a
Yep.
lot better, right?
Yeah. And you wouldn't believe them when I first came to Northern Karate schools.
How long ago was that?
Ooh, 20 something years. I did 25 years last year. I don't guess. And back then, there was no one doing cartwheels and run. It was just karate. So when I came there, I'm like, I just backflip. And I go, what did the guy just did? And the news spread. Hey, there's a guy downstairs doing backflips. Who is this guy? It's Ricky.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave birth to karate, to like gymnastics at the dojo.
Yes.
So back then, like, there was, I think the focus was more karate. I kind of brought, let's do some rolls. Let's do
So
some.
you brought a little bit of fun into
a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
The cartwheels. I don't know if you were there back then. Maybe even beyond your time. During camp, people they couldn't wait for me to come in and do flips. You know that chant, do it, do it,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So you couldn't get away.
Yeah, and no, I remember when I started, there was a lot more of the pads and all of
Yeah.
that, so we would do a lot more of that. I think now we're starting to get back into it.
getting back into it now.
Finally.
Yes.
It's one of the things I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I used to roll around and I used to do stuff too, and I enjoyed it. And even a few weeks back when we were doing a class, and we brought out the
mats?
the mats,
Yeah.
and we were doing some rolling around. And one of the things that I noticed was my son Tiago, he wasn't doing the things properly, and I'm like, it makes sense. He doesn't do this.
We lost that a long time ago.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing it for a while.
We lost it, man.
He lost it.
Yep.
So I'm glad that we're bringing that back, because honestly, I think the being able to flow
Yeah.
with martial arts, I think it's huge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And especially for an old guy like me. I mean, we're almost the same age.
Yeah.
But you're in much better shape, and we're just saying this because you train a lot, my friend, because you're in class almost every day, essentially.
And teaching is like training. So basically, I am training every day.
Oh, 100%.
You could say.
Yeah.
I'm not just okay. I'm putting my heart into it.
Yes.
110.
Yeah.
Imagine every day I'm doing 110. There's no.
Yeah, and I can vouch for this, people. Like whenever I go to his class, I get out of there, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
But as a student, we can see that passion, and everybody teaches differently.
Yes.
Right. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. No, yeah. I feel like you learn from every teacher in a different way.
Yeah.
Right. Because everybody has a different way of teaching.
Yeah.
Yours is high energy.
Do you know
and
why?
I love it.
Do you know why? When NKS approached me to teach, I said, do you know who I am? I'm from Grenada. I have an accent. Do you hear how I speak? I spoke fast because that's the way I did it back home. Mm-hmm. They said, Ricky, it's not talking, it's doing.
Gotcha.
So all my life, I've been focused on doing stuff, not too much talking.
Exactly, and you know what? And we follow, or at least we try.
You try.
We try. You do a lot of you teach a lot of the kids classes.
Yes.
And you've been teaching my kids as well, and you continue to teach them. And there's one thing that I've always noticed with you.
Yeah.
You have a special touch when it comes to teaching the younger generation. For some reason, I notice that kids gravitate towards you, but they still respect you.
Yeah.
Which is something that is so difficult to achieve with this younger generation. What's your secret sauce?
My own kids at home. Honestly.
Is that where you get
Yes.
your inspiration?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm tough, but I'm soft. I'm hard, but I'm, you know?
You gotta find
You
that
gotta find
balance.
that middle path where it makes sense.
But was that from the beginning that you've always felt like you could connect well with the kids, or do you feel like now, as you're getting older,
I
you're
think
getting
as
a
I
lot
getting
better?
older, I improved.
Yeah.
I wasn't as that awesome as before, you know? But I think now I'm a lot better because more experience. And like I said, I'm tough, but I had to know how to make it fun tough.
Yeah.
You know? I will pick you up, tickle you, because that's what I would do with my own kids.
Exactly.
But I'm in your face. Hey, don't fool around. Who wants a timeout? Let me know right now.
Yeah.
So they respect me, but I'm so nice, but I'm so tough. Sometimes it's like they don't know where am I today. It's like,
Well, yeah, and sometimes with kids it's difficult. Like I see it with my kids. You know, you want to be the cool dad, you want to do all of that,
Yep.
but then you also want them to respect. And
Yes.
I guess that's what I see when I see you in
Yeah.
class, with the kids, and how much they love playing around
Of course.
and doing things. When it comes to teaching, do you have a preference, kids, adults, or for you it's the same?
It's the same. It's the same. Everything is different. For the kids, for me, it's more about me having fun, laughing. Sometimes it can be too serious.
Yeah.
You know, so the kids is more like my fun, like the really little kids. It's more like, let's have some fun today. Come on, jump over the pad, give me a high five. Stress relief.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to the younger teenagers now, more toughness. Still fun, more toughness. Adults, I'm sorry. we go in 110.
No, we have fun. We still have fun.
We still have fun. We laugh around. I like to tell like a joke sometimes.
Do you,
know?
all of these years, you've been teaching now for quite a while, have you noticed the difference between when you started and now when it comes to attitudes and just the overall disposition of the younger crowd being in class and wanting to learn and being there and respecting the teacher and all of that? Have you noticed a shift?
Yes. And I think, presently, I think there's too many influences, you know?
In what sense?
YouTube videos, MMA, this and that and that. So I think back when I started, you had no choice to come to the karate and it was just karate.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many things to distract you, you know? This dojo, that dojo, let's go do MMA. No. For example, like if you were with my dad, Ricky, we're going to karate on Monday. It is karate. There's nothing to discuss about it. So you came prepared to train. Give me all you got. But I think right now is like, well, you know, maybe I want to go do MMA. Maybe I want to go do something else. There's too many
Yeah.
stuff right now to compare and too many things that are,
Distractions?
yeah, a lot.
A lot of
A
distractions?
lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
You know, I've said it here in a few of my interviews here with people that go to our dojo. I feel like karate for me is a meditation,
It is.
because you go in and you're focused. You need to be focused. What I find, I think, when I look at my kids, is that their body is there,
Yes.
but their mind
Yeah.
is not.
100%. I agree.
And do you feel that that has been getting worse then?
Yes.
So that's the
Yes.
part that you see?
Yes.
Because I definitely see it in like even with my kids. Like I'll be sitting down and
Honestly,
I'll
have a
see
son
them in
also,
class,
yes.
and you see it's like they're there, and you can tell the eyes.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yep.
They're in another planet. What do you think we can do as parents, you know, to help this generation to get more focused? What do you think we can do?
Oh, that's a very hard question.
And this is obviously I'm asking you this not only as a teacher, a master, like I call you, but as a parent as well. Like, what do you think we can do? Because I honestly believe when I ask this question to all of my friends that
Yeah.
have kids the age that my kids are at, they don't know. And I think we're in a little bit of it's a generational change. And I think we all need to kind of sit down and discuss
It's a very
ideas.
tough question.
Because what can we do to change this mentality of
It's a very
bringing them back?
tough question.
You think it's going to be possible?
Let me give you an example. So my colleagues at Kyoshi Vince, I met guys like Kyoshi Dom there, Andrea, Renchi Amy, if you know Claire, Dominic, Peter. When they did karate at a young age, like 7, 8, 9, 10, it was fun. It was the parents say, let's go, and they want to go to karate. Kids right now, the parents know already, oh my gosh, he needs focus. He needs this. She needs this. So they come into karate with already a different problem.
So they're putting their kids in karate to solve another
Just
problem.
because. But back then it was different. You came to karate because they know it will do good for you in the end, you know, like self-esteem, whatever it takes, you know, self-defense, stuff like that. But I think right now, like half the kids right now are there because they can't focus. So we're dealing with karate and their own personal stuff.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. When I speak to a lot of my friends that are, you know, putting their kids into martial arts,
Yep.
a lot of them, if not 100% of them, they're telling me, oh, he's always bouncing all over the place. I want to put him there so that, you know, to see if he can get controlled and make some, you know, stay still for a second.
Yep.
And I guess you're right. I think the objective needs to change.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's not utilizing, even though we know that doing karate or any type of martial art does bring that with you.
Yes.
Does bring the you know, paying attention and being focused. That's part of the art.
Yes.
Right. Of the whole thing. But that shouldn't be the reason why you go.
No.
Yeah.
This is why it's kind of harder to teach now.
I can see that happening. I can see that.
It's really harder to teach right now.
Yeah. Now there are other reasons that I feel like it is important to have our kids in karate or any type of martial arts because the world was always a bit crazy.
Always crazy.
But I think we've gone up to 11 at this point. The world is a little bit crazier right now.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate that we see the amount of violence that we see in the streets, especially in a big city like Toronto.
Yeah.
We've been seeing this year's been nuts. It's been
a lot
crazy.
happened. A lot happened.
A lot's going on in our you know, TTC and all of these places. Just walking down the street nowadays, it's difficult. Do you feel like every single child should have some sort of martial art training?
100%. Yes. Yes.
And for you, obviously, and I'm saying this, I kind of know the answer, but it's for defense purposes, right? To be able to know how to de-escalate a situation?
The answer is always yes. But if you ask me, have I ever been into a fight? No. Why? Because with the martial arts training, you get to know your surroundings a little bit better. You're more aware of situations, you know? So you give it that extra 6 cents. And I think if you have that extra 6 cents, you don't have to get into fights. You avoid the fight before the fight even happen. You know, so I think with martial arts, you would be a lot more confident. And if you ask anybody who does martial arts, when has they been into a fight, he's gonna be like, maybe never. So you have the skill.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Because a lot of times people that don't know about martial arts, they know of, but they don't understand it. They always have this concept that violence. Oh, I don't want to go into karate because I don't want to fight anybody.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is the complete opposite.
It is.
It's understanding what you can do and avoid having to do it.
Yep.
That's interesting.
It's a crazy thing.
But it's so important, I think, and I 100% agree with that, because today I understand how to defend myself.
Yes.
And I understand how to get away from a situation in ways that before, no matter how much you think you can get away from a situation, it's never that easy.
Yeah.
And by, you know, being in classes in karate, you learn that. You learn how, okay, what am I going to do if somebody is being aggressive towards me? What if somebody's trying to punch me or kick me or have a knife or, anything like that. And what I find great about you guys is you teach us all of
Yeah.
these situations. Yeah, we're there pretending. We understand.
Yeah.
We're there, oh, what
We
if
playing the
somebody,
game.
we're
Yeah.
playing the game.
Yeah.
But when you do it, the repetition,
Yeah.
that's what I found always very interesting is like sometimes we have to do these drills 10, 15, 20, and keep going. And
Yep.
when you're doing it, sometimes like, oh my God, this is never going to end.
Nope.
And then, a few months down the road, somebody does something
Yeah,
to
and
you
realize
and you
naturally just
do that.
Yep.
And that's when you click and you go,
Yep.
oh man, it
Yes.
works, right?
Yeah.
It really, really
The
works.
cops does it. Always training over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yep. Why? So when time comes, you don't froze. You just naturally know how to deal with situation.
Do you think martial arts should be something that, should be part of school?
Yes.
Like a part of the curriculum, right?
Yes. I mean, we have it in the school system, but it's not part of the curriculum yet.
Mm-hmm.
But, from the parents, the teachers, the principals, is like, wow. They wish it could be in the system
Yeah.
because they see a difference in the kids, a big one.
Yeah.
Like I've taught like over 20 schools in the area. Right now, I just did Hudson College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my daughter's school, and that's
you
how
see?
she got to be
Yeah,
there,
here
and
you
she's
go.
still going.
There you go.
Yeah, I believe that as well. I think the school system should look at implementing a little bit more of self-defense.
But
know,
like we said before, what's hard? Because once you hear karate, you're thinking violence.
so it's how do we
So
change
how,
that
how, do,
mindset?
how do you get it in the system? Because I'm teaching you how to, well, yes, defend yourself.
Yeah,
But it comes with learning how to hurt someone, hurt the finger. So are we teaching violence or are we teaching self-defense?
well, I think you're providing the knowledge to people, to kids and to adults, to if something happens,
Yep.
you know what to do.
Yep.
It's best to be in that situation
Than
if you get into a situation and you don't know what to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? I think that's the biggest issue.
So it's always a double-edged sword. It's like, so what happens if they learn and then they themselves becomes the abuser or the bully?
Yeah. That's the big question. It's being ready, right? It's definitely being ready.
Yeah.
So, but you're a man of many talents, my
Many,
friends.
many talents.
We've been talking about martial arts a lot because this is your day-to-day life.
what I
This
do
is
right
what
now.
you do.
Yes.
This is what you do on a day-to-day life. But you also have these other things that you got yourself into,
Yep.
and that another passion that you just told me about that I kind of knew.
You saw a couple of videos
Yeah,
and
a couple of videos
couple
here
of
and there, a
videos.
couple of things. But it's music. I did
Music
not
was
know.
my first love.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That was so like in you.
Anywhere in the islands, you gotta have some music in your house. And my uncle was one of the top DJs back in Grenada.
Interesting.
So I grew up with carrying the big box of records, carrying the big speakers under the trucks to go to play in different areas. Yeah, but music since in primary school.
Really. And then did you become a DJ yourself? How is music in your life right now?
Music is every day.
Every day.
Every day. 'Cause music is rhythm and, making me relax, making me calm. But in terms of playing music itself, cardio here and there,
Yeah. I must say the cardio classes. By the way, you can always go try at least a cardio class.
Just
to
try
try it out. Try it out.
Yeah.
Because I honestly feel like if you want to get yourself into shape and you want to have fun and you want to learn some cool
Yeah.
moves and listen to good music, this
Yeah.
man is here for you. So you should definitely try it out. And for sure, like your classes are the energy level
it's
in your
different,
classes
yeah.
in your classes are different because of the music.
The
'cause
music.
you bring it in.
Come on, man. I brought soccer music to Northern karate schools.
Yeah.
And people are like, jump and wave, follow the
Because
leader, follow the
we're
leader.
doing those movements, but we're doing with the rhythm.
And you don't realize 1 hour past and it's like, what? It's 1 hour already?
Yeah.
You're sweaty, you're having fun, you're
Oh,
laughing.
we realize it. Trust me.
Is
He
it 1
doesn't,
hour?
but we do.
Oh.
It can get tough, and
Yes.
but it's what you're saying. It's fun at
It
the
is
same
fun.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's DJing, okay? I also write my own music.
That I did not know.
Dancehall, reggae, soca. Yeah.
Interesting.
I post some on Facebook. My mom passed away, so I wrote a song for her, for my uncles. So people from back home know me as a karate guy, but they know me as the music guy.
Interesting. See, I did not know you by that. I knew about, in classes and
Yeah.
all of that, but I didn't know the
I
extent of
always
it.
vibing on the mic. Let's go. Yeah.
This is why I like having these conversations. Because, we speak to someone.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's not only in the dojo, in the karate
Yeah.
life, but in everything. Like, we know someone sometimes for, at work.
Yeah.
But you don't know what that person does.
You don't know.
This is why I love doing the podcast,
know.
because you get to know a lot
Yeah.
more about someone
Yeah.
just having a conversation.
Exactly.
And, it's kind of like a word of advice. If you are working with someone or training with someone, spend 5 minutes, go have a coffee, go talk to them.
And
You
just
just
talk.
never know. Because
Yeah.
it's so interesting. I had Vincenzo here, and I'm bringing more and more people from our dojo because there's a lot of interesting people there.
People like that.
And
Yeah.
and just like you, like so many different things that you guys
Yes.
do that
Yes.
a lot of people won't know. So
Yeah.
hopefully this will be a good way to
Yeah.
to introduce all of these sides
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
and get people to know a little bit more about you. And in terms of the music, did you ever think about, or have you done like an album, or I know you're saying you just did songs and all of that, but what about a full album, like something like getting yourself really into it? And
I would love that, and I'm looking
Yeah.
forward into that right now.
it's never too late.
For this, no, never too late. For this year, for sure.
Right
I've
on.
have over 300 to 400 songs written on at home.
That's a lot, man.
It's a lot of songs.
Okay, so next podcast with Ricky will be all about
Like
music.
a live music. Yeah.
We'll have you playing in the background or
Yeah.
something. That's so cool. That's
Yeah.
so interesting. Well, for sure, I'm
sure.
gonna be on you. I'm
It's gonna be a party.
yeah, we're gonna make sure that you get those songs out because
Yes, man.
we need to hear that.
This year.
But another thing
Yes.
that we need to talk about is this whole company that you started.
Yes.
When was it? During the pandemic that you started?
We kind of started like May of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got your merch.
Flipping
going on.
Dynamics, man, it's all here.
Flipping dynamics. It's all about the
Flipping
flipping around.
Dynamics.
And this is it's really cool the way that we're going.
Yeah.
180 here, going all the way back to the
All the way back
beginning.
to exactly.
So how did this start? Like, when did you say, you know what, let me do this?
Again, it's the passion for gymnastics.
Because all the merch that you're doing is it all has like a gymnastics side,
Kind
like
of-
a workout
yeah.
side. Like you try to
Yeah.
go more towards that kind
Yeah.
of thing as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my plan was to just have a T-shirt with me doing a flip on it. Mm-hmm. Just like how this is in the back here.
Yes. Is that from an actual?
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we in the editing stages. We're gonna put it over here somewhere.
But I wanted an actual picture with just me. Like people do it with T-shirts in the market, and that's all I wanted. Mm-hmm. A T-shirt with me with a picture. And then my wife is like, "Why don't you do a company?" I'm like, "A company? I don't know what to do. Company. I'm a karate guy.
Yeah.
I teach karate." So this company is basically my wife's idea.
Yeah.
They kind of did it together.
Well, I have to say, I have one of those
Yes.
guys, and
Thank you for the
you know
purchase.
what? The during the winter time,
Thank you
these
for
are
the support, man.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I was last weekend I was taking out shoveling snow with
There you
it
go.
on, so
There you go, my friend.
it works.
Yes.
So how has the entrepreneurial adventure been? So how's that? Is it more complicated than you expected?
Very complicated. I'm very new to this. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
It's very hard. And it's online, and it's even an easier stage versus in person.
Yeah. When you open a brick and mortar, that's a whole.
Then it's a whole different ballgame. I'm not even there yet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna keep it online for now. Let it stay for a little bit, and maybe in the future, maybe have an actual
Actual store. Well, you know what? Nowadays, life has changed so
Yeah.
much that you basically don't need an actual store. You can do everything online. when it comes to these kind of products.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know how it looks and
Yep.
you purchase it, and I think nowadays people are more and more used to just buying things online.
Online.
So it's, why get into an expense?
That was the idea.
Yeah.
Why get into stuff in your house, 4 boxes of stuff in your house and space,
Yeah.
So the whole thing was just online.
Exactly. Well, now you guys know if you need any cool merch, you just
Come
go
online.
Flippin' Dynamics. We'll put all
Flippin'
the
Dynamics.
information on the
Exactly.
description and all that for you guys to go check. But it's really cool to see that it all started with an idea from childhood.
Yeah. Came back full circle.
Full circle. It's interesting how life works. But based on your experience, would you advise anybody that has an idea to do a business to go ahead and do it?
Yes. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You have no idea. If you fail, at least you tried. Than not doing anything at all. To me, like, once the store is there, you wouldn't. Every business takes a lot of time to really get popular and really make big money.
Yeah.
For me, this is a start. Mm-hmm. And I love it.
It's what people call nowadays the side hustle.
Yeah.
It's something
Yeah.
you got going on the side,
Yeah.
but it still takes a long time to develop.
Develop and really.
Yeah. But it's not an excuse for someone not to do it. That's what
Yeah.
I always tell people, and it's never too late.
Never
An
too late.
idea, if an idea comes to you,
Yeah.
I always tell people, try it.
Yeah.
At least you won't, you won't
Regret.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for. Regret the time that, you know what, I had
should
this
have done
idea.
this and I should have done this and I should have done that.
Or you see the idea being done by somebody else
Somebody
afterwards,
else.
and you're like,
Yeah.
man, should have done that.
Yeah.
So, kudos to you.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
glad to see that this is going, and hopefully you'll keep on adding more things to
Well,
your
the store
online.
right now is closed and we're going to reopen again on Mother's Day, like in May.
Okay.
And we will do a lot more than just hats and T-shirts.
Yeah.
We will do like menswear, children's. Again, it's not just flipping dynamic, like actual running clothes,
Nice.
shoes.
And so, are you
Home
focusing?
decor.
Oh, you're going into
Yeah.
the home decor as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna ask you if you were just gonna kind of like keep it to workout
that was,
and
that
health.
was the birth. Just some T-shirts and see how it goes.
So now you're expanding.
We gotta move up, man.
That's it.
We gotta move up.
All right. And so, in terms of your life, you see yourself continuing to do this? Do you have any crazy plans for the future, or are you gonna keep your karate life and your entrepreneurial life? Do you want to continue doing this?
Yes, I love the karate and I love this right now. Because for me, like, karate is for life.
Yeah.
Look at Peter Mason, 80 plus years.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for karate, what are we doing? And I don't want to be the guy end up, at home or sitting on home. No. I want to be active.
Yeah.
Even if it's 20% speed and, just be active. Just be out there doing something, stretching. Like I say as a joke, I want to get old and look young.
Well, you look young already, so just keep on doing it. You make me look bad when I get there. I'm like, oh my God. He calls me the old man.
The old man.
Yeah, but listen, it's always a pleasure to be in your classes. You inspire me, and I know you inspire a lot of other students that go
Thank you so much.
Northern Karate. I think we all wish we could do the flips and all of that, but
Remember, that took a long time. Yeah.
It's always really good to look forward to hoping to do that at
Yes.
least, but. At the end of the day, I think we're all fortunate to be able to go learn martial arts, karate in this case, at Northern Karate. I think it's, from my perspective, it's an amazing school.
It is.
And I really like the way that everybody brings something different. And I love that. You go to your class, you get the energy, and then you go to somebody else's class and you get a more, specific to this. And it's so good to have all of that.
Yeah.
And I think you guys, as a group, do an amazing job. And I'm gonna
Have
keep
you been
on.
to Ottawa for that thing?
I still haven't. You've mentioned it to me, but I think we're gonna next time you guys go.
I first went to Ottawa in 1998.
So what happens there?
It's seminars done by people from all over the world.
Okay.
All over the world.
Amazing.
And I first went in 1998. And I never knew how great NKS was until I went there. Because you train there all the time, but you don't know what's happening. You don't know the teachers you have. You don't even know the product you have.
You take it for granted.
You take it for granted.
Yeah.
And then when you go somewhere else, you realize, holy smokes, we have the best teachers.
Yeah.
We have one of the best system. Let me give you an example. I took a Taekwondo class, and I could do better Taekwondo than the Taekwondo guys.
Because you had the basis was there, right?
I took a sword class. I could do sword.
Interesting.
I took jiu-jitsu class. I'm not a champ, but I could do jiu-jitsu. I could follow very easy.
Yeah.
Somebody else never done this in their life, and they have no idea. Like we taught bow. They don't know how to hold a bow. But we are so diverse. We could put you on any mat. People were so happy when they see us. Oh, not on karate. Come on my mat. Because they know what they're going to teach us is it's very like, we're going to get it.
Yeah.
Because as a teacher, it's frustrating when they can't get two moves. With us, it's like, we got it. What's next? What's next?
Yeah, because you're right. At Northern Karate, you guys teach a bit of everything.
We do kind of everything.
Yeah.
We did like Bruce Lee in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what is karate? Just the hard stance punching, the high block, the low blocks. That's it. You wouldn't do foot sweep. You wouldn't do wrist lock. You wouldn't do any kind of throws. Mm-hmm. So what we do, we combine or we borrow from the best of Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Or piece from Muay Thai, piece from Aikido, piece from Judo. So if you see our self-defense, number one, the high block is karate and the punch.
Yeah.
What's the rest? Different arts. The sweep is from Judo. The lock is from Aikido or Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. So, and it's that mix that
we get the best of both worlds.
It's amazing. No, listen. If anybody watching is from Toronto and wants to give it a try, I highly recommend. My kids have been there for 10 plus years.
Yep.
I've been there for quite a while too. I'm the old guy, so if you guys want to see an old guy in action,
old guy move.
I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. But no, for sure, you guys have something special going on there.
Very special.
And again, it's not only what you teach us, it's the environment that I like as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a second family, you know?
Is.
You go in there and everybody's nice to each other, it's comfortable to be in there.
That's the way it should be, because if you're having a bad day, you come there to get stress relief and to get the anger out.
Well, trust me, a lot of days I go there because I need to.
You need something. Yes.
I need to take my stress out.
Yeah.
and it helps. And it helps so much.
You should leave feeling better.
Oh, I do.
You should.
And with a lot of calories gone,
Trust
burn a lot of calories. It's
and the
good.
friends, the friendship, the friends you meet in NKS.
Yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. Ricky, thank you so much for coming to this
welcome to me, Sam.
conversation. And I guess the next time I will meet at your dojo.
Yes.
We will train there. This is my dojo. We'll meet at his dojo. Thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome. Pleasure being here.
All right.
Thank you so much.